Hi, Aletha here with Create Your Future. I'd like to read something for you from Neville. He says it perfectly. The perfect man judges not after appearances, but judges righteously. He sees others as he desires them to be. He hears only what he wants to hear. He sees only good in others. In him there is no condemnation, for he transforms the world with his seeing and his hearing. In other words, the word righteous, you're going to look and think about good things, pure things, wonderful things for your person. Condemnation, you're not going to judge them. Okay, so now you've got a person in your life, say your SP, and your SP is treating you in a way that you don't like, a way that's hurtful. They're distant, they're detached. Sometimes they're rude, they're cold, it's hot and cold behavior. You haven't heard from them in a long time. And so what are you thinking? Because you see, you created that. However you see that person, whatever conversations you have internally with that person, the words you're hearing them say, you're creating, you're imagining it. It is all you. It is all about you and what you are projecting out of you. So if you want your situation with your SP or work or even health, if you want the things in your life that are not as you desire them to be to change, then you need to change the way you think about them. You need to give your SP a new personality. How do you do that? You change what you think about them. You stop dwelling on all the things that have been taking place in the current 3D reality. The things that they've said to you, like, I don't really want to be in a relationship with you. This is the end. It's over. I need time. Who created that? You did. Internally, it was projected out. Why? Because you had a self-concept of them not wanting you, a self-concept of them not choosing you, a self-concept of you not being good enough for them, a self-concept that they want other people over you. And as long as you have that self-concept, it's pushed out and it must be reflected back to you. They have to conform to your self-concept. They're not bad people. You created them to be what they are because of your inner evaluation of who you are. Change it. You are a brilliant, beautiful, wonderful, infinite being. You are not your mind. You are not the 3D. You are not all the negative thoughts that go through your mind. You are not the fear. You're not a victim. You are an infinite being and you're a highly powerful person and you are the creator of your reality. You create with your thoughts and your words. So why not take whatever is in the 3D right now that is hurting you, that you know you created, but don't beat yourself up over it because you know why. You can change it. That's how you redeem yourself. So I did it. Okay, I was there. That's what I was. That's how I felt at the time. Fine. Now I'm going to change it because I know better. So now I just make that person be everything my heart desires. They're kind, they're loving, they're adoring, they're attentive, they're affectionate, they're consumed with loving me and being with me. They're committed to me and they are everything my heart desires. You turn them into that person. You not only see them that way in your mind, because this is all internal, but you hear their words as you go through imaginal scenes, and you do when you're talking to yourself internally. There are images with that, and so when you doing your inner conversations, make sure your words that you're hearing from them are that I love you, that I'm so devoted to you, that you're the most amazing man or woman in the world, whatever it is that you want to hear from that person. And again, you can apply that to every situation in life. You can apply it to your health by simply saying, I am perfect health. I always have perfect health. My body is the perfect pharmacy. And you can stay in line with things like that and your inner conversation so that you can turn the situation around from an illness to perfect health. But with the SP, make them be the person you want. Only see them in the light that you want to experience with them. Hear only the words you want to hear from them in your inner conversation, in your imaginal scenes, because we're constantly walking around imagining what we're going to say to that person if we ever hear from them again, how we're going to justify ourselves and stand up for ourselves, and how we're going to make some ultimatums, or how we're going to deal with that whole situation. And all we're doing is creating more of what we don't want. Stop creating out of the old story and start creating from a new story. How do you start creating from a new story? You create a new story by changing the personality of that person. You change your self-concept of who they are. Now they love you. Now they adore you. Now they want to be with you. Now they have committed their entire life to you forever. That is the new story that you stick with. That's what you see them being towards you. That's what you hear them saying to you. And that's what you, in your imagination, experience with them. And where is the true reality? It is internal. It is in the now, the moment. This is your true reality, not the 3D past thoughts. Remember, it's only a reflection of past thoughts. It's a hologram. It's not real. And yet we build our lives off of something that isn't real. It's not real. So go to what is real. What is real is in the moment. And in the moment, you can be and do anything you want with your imagination, with your inner conversations, with your intentions, with your mental diet. Stay with that. You want a person to treat you a certain way, give them that personality and have them be that way with you internally all the time. And you stay with that. You persist in it. And it has to be pushed out. That's the law of assumption. It's the way the universe works. Trust in the law of assumption. If you don't trust yourself, fine. You don't necessarily believe that this stuff can happen because you've got evidence of the opposite. That's okay. But the law of assumption is a fact. It's real. And the way the universe works is a fact. It's real. What we project out of us is reflected back to us. What we imagine ourselves to be, then we become. Imagination creates. So imagine something beautiful and wonderful for yourself and give it all the tones of love and joy and peace. And do that for other people. You are giving them a gift, because they're conforming to your negative thoughts about them. So they have to show up to you negative. Well, when you're feeling negative, it's not a happy feeling, is it? So give them feelings that cause them to feel joy and bliss and love, and especially when it's towards you. Give them a gift of love. You're giving yourself a gift of love. You're the creator of your universe. No one else has power or control in your universe but you. Whatever is showing up in your 3D right now, you created. Change it. You have that power. And that's the beauty of it. You're not stuck anywhere. You're not stuck. And every time you're walking around feeling like it's taking so long, say, oh no, it's happening, and it's happening now. And every time you get a negative thought of what a creepy person they were or what they did was so unkind and cruel, do not allow yourself to go there. Simply say, no, this person is loving and adoring, and they dote all their attention on me, and they're committed to me. They're devoted to me. Change it to the personality that you want to experience, and that personality of your SP or any other situation will show up in your 3D reality. Persist through the time right now, in this moment. You have it. You realize you have it. Live from the feeling of having it. It's not about thoughts. It's not the logical mind. It's not the reasoning mind that you are working with in the law of assumption. It's with your heart. What are you feeling? It's your consciousness, your subconsciousness. What are you feeling about the situation and that person? You're feeling that they're beautiful, loving people that love you and adore you and want to be with you and are committed to you. And you feel that feeling of how great and wonderful that is. When the 3D shows up, you push it aside and you stay with the feeling that this person is everything your heart ever desired them to be. And you experience that right now internally, because you have it now. It's already created. It's just you selecting it and putting your attention on it. Keep putting your attention on what you do want and how that feels, and letting go of the old stuff. And eventually the old stuff will fade, die, go away. And all you're going to get from your SP is all that love that you're feeling right now. All that joy that you're feeling right now, they're going to reflect back to you. And you guys will be a happy, blissful couple. It's the way it works. Stick with it, persist in it, and remember that you create everything in your life. So they're going to think, they're going to feel, and they're going to say and do the things you think, feel, they're going to do and think. So check your thoughts. If you're thinking negative things about them, then be sure it's going to show up. Change it to what you want and live in bliss. You can live in bliss. It is possible.